Hello, everyone. I'm Ken Filler from FLTeams.com, your place to go for all your information on your favorite Florida teams and especially the USF Bulls. And I am very excited today to welcome kicker of the USF Bulls, Nico Gramatica, for a brief conversation. Nico's been kind enough to give us a few minutes. Nico, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good. Just very thankful to be on this show, and just thank you for having me.
Excellent. You were I kind of had a distinguished high school career. Had a lot of schools come after you, some out of state. You could have gone to any school in state. What was the drawing factor of a USF that kind of made your decision final to come to the USF Bulls?
I think it's really the coaching staff, because they were just like a family. Whenever they came in and recruited me, it was just very family oriented, and just being close to home because I'm from Tampa, Florida. That was one of the another big thing for me too, because I have my family right here that can always help me and push me in the ways I need. But the coaching staff bringing me in and making me feel like one of them was just the biggest thing. And it's like Coach Golish, Coach Creamer, the special teams coach, Coach Majewski, the analyst, all just brought me in and opened their arms for me.
Excellent. When you signed with USF, Alex Golesh, your coach, said Nico is not only kicking royalty, he is part of South Florida royalty. How does that make you feel when you hear comments like that?
No, it's an honor because a lot of people don't know, but my mom played tennis here too. So both my uncles got to kick here, and then my mom also played tennis. So we have a lot of drawing us into USF, and it's just awesome now because my brother just committed here. So just keeping bringing the family and keeping them at USF is just awesome.
Yeah, I was noticing that when I was doing a little background of gathering information for this interview. You've got quite a family tradition at USF. Your two uncles, Bill and Santiago, kicked for the Bulls. Of course, we know about your dad, Martin Gramatica, had some great kicks for that '03 Buccaneers Super Bowl championship team. Um, and you're starting your own legacy. You had a 58-yarder last year against Miami, and I want to tell you that could have gone 60 or more, hit the back of the net. You also had a 51-yarder in the same game. Against Miami. So in light of that, what are your goals, personal goals, for this upcoming season?
I think for me, it's just taking it one kick at a time, and just being the best version of yourself. I know we speak about that a lot in our team meetings is be who you say you are. And I just want to try to help the team the best I can and just be a part of the team.
A lot of people think that a kicker, when the team is practicing, doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, yeah, they're kicking balls,
Yeah,
they're kicking field goals. Now, we know that that couldn't be further from the truth. I think kicking is one of the higher pressurized positions on the football team because every kick can sway the game either to your favor or you could end up on the losing end. How do you handle that pressure situation that seems to come with every kick?
I think it's just thinking it's like practice. I know there's certain things I tell myself before every kick at practice and in a game. So just making like every kick the same. And that's one thing that a lot of people say is an extra point should be kicked the same way as a 50-yarder. So just having the same process going through a kick at practice, a kick in like the backyard, or a kick in a game, and trying to go through that same process you do every day.
I know that the team has a new mantra and kind of a new slogan for this season. I know they wore those T-shirts, fourth and inches, during spring practice. Is that something that you're carrying over to fall practice and to the season? And I guess who came up with that slogan? Was it a team decision? And what does that mean to you, fourth and inches?
I think fourth and inches is huge because it's whenever you get in that like moment of fourth and inches, it's that pressure moment that you want to give it all. And I think when we're in a workout, when we're in a practice, you just want to give every play like it is fourth and inches. And for me as a kicker, I want to give everything I can to help the team. So I feel like that 4th and inches is huge for the whole team and for like the specialist group and me. Is to just give everything you have every day to be the best version of yourself.
Is it? We've heard the saying that you play like you practice. Have you found that to be true?
Yes, sir. Definitely. Like whenever I practice, I know I go out with my dad, and he tries to make it harder than a game. He tries to get in your head, tries to do certain thing that will make it like the harder for a game. I know one of his coaches would bug him Monday through Saturday, but then Sunday felt easy for him just because of the hard work throughout the week paid off for the game. So I feel like if you give it all in practice, you like just feel good for the going into the game.
Speaking of your father giving you some pointers and even your uncles, how much kind of off the side coaching do they give you? Now, I know you have a special teams coach, you have a kicking coach there at USF, but how much advice do they give you as far as your kicking goes?
I definitely think Coach Majewski here at USF is really good. He helps. We did a meeting in the off season and watched through the film, so he can learn from them too. Because we're all learning each different style. Because me and my dad have a very similar kicking style, so he just wanted to get better in this off season to help me. And I feel like all three, my uncle Santiago, which is my kicking coach, he taught me how to kick. He showed me the style, showed me the steps and everything. And then my dad, he's always comes out with me and helps me as well. And we all three had a meeting and just talked about those certain things so everyone can be the best coach for me, which helped me a lot going through this past spring and helped me through this summer process.
What is your practice regimen like? I know a kicker has different practice routines and different things that they do to make sure they're ready on game day and different things they practice during the week. What is your routine like?
So, like, yeah, we go out for practice. I normally do like the same warm up, good stretching warm up, and then some bands to loosen up the hip. And then I played soccer my whole life, so I bring a soccer ball out there. I juggle it a little bit. I pass it around, hit some long balls, and that's part of my process. And then I go into some steps, and then I kick a little bit to warm up the leg, and then I do some like with the snap and hold, some operational work. And then after that, if we have a period, we'll go to the period. But like mostly I try to keep every day the same, just like a game day.
Nico, you're coming off as a team 2 seasons where you finished one game above 500. I know expectations were high coming into last season. Some injuries kind of derailed, maybe a little bit of that excitement and enthusiasm as the season went along. Were you disappointed at all, maybe in the 6-5 finish, thinking, we really left some plays out on the field. We really didn't maybe take advantage of everything that we could have in order to improve on that record?
I think we can look back and learn, but as a main thing as a team is to look forward to the next game. Right now, it's to look forward to fall camp and just give it our all. And I feel like when you try to focus on the past, you're just going to stay in the past. And I feel like we need to I think our team is just focusing on day by day going through fall camp, and then the season's going to have what it's going to have.
Yeah, there's a saying. A lot of people say there's a reason that the windshield in the car is much bigger than the rear view mirror. You always need to focus on what's in front of you. I know Alex Galesh is very optimistic about this upcoming season. He feels that this is the season the Bulls can take that next step and really get things turned around. But you've got 3 tough ones right out of the gate. You've got Boise State at home, Florida, Miami of Florida. What is the consensus of the team, the mood, kind of the atmosphere as you get ready for the season?
Honestly, like in the locker room, it's what I kind of just said is taking it one day at a time and not trying to look ahead of that. Because right now we're going into fall camp and our focus is on that. It's not on anything else right now. It's getting us ready for the season. But I think our whole team, and I included, are just focused on attacking fall camp as the best that we can.
So you got fall camp. You're just worrying about that, and then as the Boise State game gets closer, then okay, now we got to dial in on this.
Yes, like you try to focus on one game. You try to focus on that week's game, and then, but like right now we're focusing on fall camp, becoming the best that we can be.
Has Alex Galesh shared any of the team goals with you as a team so far? Things that maybe he would like to accomplish during this upcoming season?
I think kind of what I was just saying. We don't really. It's hard to put goals on it and stuff for at this time, but we just want to be the best version of ourselves, and I think he speaks a lot about that and be who you say you are. And we want to just go out and attack every single day.
How cool is it going to be to have your brother Gaston join you next season? I know you mentioned that he would be coming to USF. How cool is that going to be to play with him again?
I think it's gonna be awesome because I got to play with him in high school, and it was just a great experience to have him on the same team. And now having him here too is gonna be awesome because we help each other. Our kicks are very similar. He's a little bit bigger, so there's a little bit technical that's a little different. But when I see him kick, I can tell him if something's going wrong. If something's going wrong with my kick, he can tell me. So it's going to be awesome to have him there every day to tell me, hey, this is what I see, and then I can get better too, and then he can get better, and we use each other to get better.
Is there anything, maybe as we kind of close this down, that you'd like to say to the USF fan base and the Bulls fans about the upcoming season?
Yeah, I'm just super excited for this upcoming season. And I just want to thank everybody that supported me, and just I'm ready for this season.
All right, there you have it, folks. That's Nico Gramatica, the kicker from the South Florida Bulls. They kick off the season Thursday, August 28th. A Thursday night game on ESPN at 5:30 against Boise State. Nico, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining us today, and the best of luck to you this upcoming season.
Thank you for having me.